Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. We died last time. I'm gonna try Ascension mode on level 1. I don't know. It doesn't affect win streak, it says, so we might as well give it a try. Plus our win streak is 0. Lose all gold, max HP plus 14. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Cannot get to an elite. Can get to an elite, but it's unlikely. I think you really go like, you just transform a card. You know, give me a defend transformation on a 3 and a 2 and a 3, 2, 1. Hey, leg sweep is pretty good. And a card that I almost never take for myself because it's expensive. So to get it is kind of nice. Let's see, maybe this'll pivot me. Oh, we still got an attack as well. What I mean by that is just, it'll convince me that this card is worth it. Somebody tweeted me and they said, this is all you need to know when you play as the Silent, and it was a gif from the Karate Kid. It says, sweep the leg. I understand where you're coming from there. So I'm assuming Ascension mode is almost like a challenge mode where as time goes on, the runs get harder and harder. Oh no, I left an energy. It doesn't matter on this turn. It doesn't matter. What are we gonna do? Play another defend for no freaking reason? I don't think so. Alright. I like Bane. It's basically like adding a strike, but it gets extra value if we get poison. Adding a strike is bad. If we get poison, it's really good. We can hit a shop super early, so let's grab this curse. Just need to survive this. It does force us to fight an elite, but maybe that's a good thing. Something like this seems to get the job done. I also feel like a strike is worse as the game goes on. Bane included. But at the start of the game, to get 1 extra damage out of Bane, doesn't seem that bad, does it? Why block there? You know why I blocked there? It's because I forgot that... Sweep the leg also gives you 12 block. So essentially, I didn't really gain too much out of this, but I'll hit you with a little this, a little this, a little this, and you can't be killed next turn. We've got a little bit of a slow playing going on here. Our deck is small enough, we can almost keep you perpetually weak, it seems like, but... maybe that's what we want. Maybe we want, like, now that we've got a card in a very thin deck that puts up a lot of block... this time we actually are going to dump this. We can, you know, like a single Noxious Fumes, Deadly Poison, Poison Stab, you know, we can get to a situation where, you know, that can give us the edge in competition here. I hate to do this, but it's the right play. Why take damage if we can't kill him anyway? That's not really what I meant to say. Why order a cheeseburger when the milkshakes are free? That's what Dad always said. I think your father owned a Sonic drive-thru? Not that that's a bad thing. Yeah, give me... I love Dagger Spray. Give me Poison Stab, though. Oh, we got, like... compared to the last run, we've already got, like, an archetype going here. I hate to do it, but... we can still purchase cards. For example... I mean, Ornamental Fan works awesome in, like, a Shiv deck. Or combo deck. And we can still pivot to that pretty easily. These are 2 amazing relics. We should choose one of them. I think we should probably choose Ornamental Fan, even though Unceasing Top is also awesome. Ornamental Fan essentially means instead of playing 2 strikes in a block, we could play 3 strikes, do way more damage, and not really lose out much. You know, we miss 1 block in the process. Now we can look at Ornamental Fan, which I think can actually be like a game-changing relic for us. I love it. And be like, you know what, Cloak and Dagger. What's the Blade Dance? It gives you 2 or 3 shivs depending on whether or not it's upgraded. Give me some more of those, you know? I understand the value of these for a situation like this. Now, our Poison archetype is pretty weak right now. We could also hew towards that and just use Ornamental Fan as like something that we're happy to have. But we have kind of an identity with this deck now, which is super nice. I'll take Catalyst with the caveat that it's kind of terrible right now with only one Poison Stab. We really want to get it on the same turn that we get Poison Stab to get any value out of it. Honestly, you kind of toss this one away. Why not? We want to get Poison Stab, Catalyst, and then anything else, really. We'll do it this way, because we know we're going to get Catalyst next turn. This is like probably the most realistic best that we could have hoped for. Although even now, like, playing Bane only gives you, or playing Catalyst, I should say, only gives you 4 poison. Not a great turn. Yeah, I'd rather just block 10, I think. This guy is one of the worst enemies for us to be fighting right now, no doubt. Oh man, there's too much good stuff here. The problem is we really want to, we can't afford to play slow against him. We have to play fast. So I think that is a stab, Bane, defend situation, and I definitely stand by that. But I would have loved to have played leg sweep. So he's going to be at 35 HP. It's not terrible. But he is going to end up hitting us pretty hard, I think, here. And it's going to be hard for us to get ahead of him. The neutralize is always nice. And we will get 4 block just, like, kind of by default. Might as well put up another 4. Like, Catalyst to give 2 extra poison. It can make a difference, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. And again, I think here you go. Strike. Strike. Strike, you at least get the 4 block back, and you know he's probably dead next turn. If we can make it through this guy, probably any other elite on this floor we pretty much got. But it wasn't a great situation. Strawberry's okay. And, I don't know, I don't know if we want a second leg sweep in this deck, to be honest. Probably a good time for a rest. I think our deck is relatively tanky. Like, we can tank up a little, but if we want to fight that other elite, we're gonna need some more support. So this is like, that's just how you do it, I think. Ornamental Fan is so nice at giving us the sort of leverage we need to be able to be aggressive on enemies that warrant it, and this guy, like, absolutely warrants it. Like, these guys are now gonna split into enemies with 2 HP each. Or sorry, 22 HP each. And we can even... Like, that's not a great play. But now they're going to split into enemies with 18 HP each. Might make enough of a difference. And again, Catalyst sucks until we enable faster poison. More consistent poison. Please don't weaken me. That's all I ask. Just so I can have a good chance to kill you next turn. Never mind. Suppose we should have struck, but I don't know. No, we definitely should have. There's no I don't know about that. I mean, I'm glad he's weak, but like, you know, it's there was a demonstrably slightly better play. Corpse Explosion just doesn't work here. Quick Slash to draw a card, and it's also strictly better than a strike, is pretty nice. We will fight the elite. Oh, I like that. Now we can enable a discard synergy. We're gonna Smith to upgrade a card, and then I think we have a couple of targets. Leg Sweep applying 3 weak and gaining a little bit more block. Poison Stab becoming strictly better. Quick Slash, Neutralize is a good target. Tripling an enemy's poison actually makes this, like, playable, which I think is what we have to lean towards right now. Yeah, remove a basic strike from my deck. And then what elite is it? Demon Man? Oh, these guys. Okay, so I think we will go for a regen potion. We're gonna dump a defend. I mean, we could dump... What are we gonna play on this turn? We're probably gonna play 3 attacks. So we would do, like, those 3. So we might as well dump everything else and see if we get, like, a neutralize. This becomes strictly better. Anyway, drink the regen potion. And then we're just going to go on this guy. So we're going to purge his debuff. Is there anything else we can do to... We could try to draw a neutralize. Or a leg sweep for that matter. It's a 1 in 4 chance. Dude. Let's go. So then poison stab works. And Bane does 14 damage. And then you're dead on the next turn. So that's a really, really nice first turn. Essentially, we hit the draw we needed there. But you gotta remember, I had to put us in a position to hit the draw that we needed as well. Alright, so, essentially at this point, you play leg sweep to gain 12 block, which is enough to take us there. And then it also purges this guy's debuff, but in the end, you like doing that because it still gives you 12 block. You know, 12 block would normally cost you... Let's essentially say it would cost you 2 energy to begin with. So to apply the weakness is just a nice bonus. I'm just going to put up 4 block this turn by doing 3 attacks. And I think the faster we kill these guys, the better it is for everybody. Now, not suggesting that I'm the Lord of the Cards. I don't think we got 100%... You're dead. What we're looking for... I don't think we have a tight, synergistic, fluid, cohesive sort of situation. Poison? No. Well, we might as well. Let's just block it all. I don't think we've got a unified deck. That's a great way to describe it. But I think we're getting there. I think, first off, we've made the most of what we had so far. And then on top of that, we know where we're going with it if we want to make it work. We got good relics, too. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle, gain a little extra. It's not that good. This is a tough decision, though. I think if we're going to... because we've already upgraded our catalyst, we have to go Bouncing Flask. 50 gold to remove a card from the deck. Or 35 gold to heal for 19. You're not going to love this. I almost never take this decision, but I'm going to do it because I want to fight the elite and I want to be confident against the elite. We're not going to play any defense on turn 1. And in fact, we don't need... you know what? Let's roll the dice and try to get like a catalyst. It worked perfectly. So we definitely want to neutralize you. Bouncing Flask will give you 9 poison. And then Catalyst will take you up to 27 poison. We're probably going to have to block for 1 turn. Knowing that blocking will make him stronger. That's perfect, dude. Honestly, pass turn. Alright, so next turn all we got to do is hit him for 5. Pretty much the best elite fight you could ask for. Happy Flower is fine, and dude, I mean, Cloak and Dagger is also great with Ornamental Fan, but wouldn't we rather have another Catalyst? It seems like the Poison synergy is working out pretty nicely. So now you might be saying, oh, you're stupid for not removing a card from your deck earlier. To be honest with you, I'd happily have to disagree. Now we have the opportunity to upgrade another card, and it's a card that didn't even exist last time we were here. So you definitely want, I mean, this is what you want. You want Bouncing Flask and Catalyst. Everything else, you know, if we can get a neutralize, that's fine. You can hit him at least. We might as well throw the poison potion on him as well. Now he's taking, I mean, he's got like 5 turns till he dies. We actually can't lose at this point. Assuming we ever put up any blocks. Okay, well, that's just substantially better than it even was a moment ago. He's dead in 2 turns now. I really wish we took Corpse Explosion now, but I'll just tell you straight up, we have an obligation to keep this deck very thin to enable that exact result as much as possible. There's the potential to be a very, very strong deck. Definitely, I think adrenaline for the extra energy is something you want. Sozu? No Sozu. All enemies start with extra strength. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Even though enemies start with extra strength, having 4 energy allows a poison flask and then 2 catalysts. Should we be able to get there? That'll kill any enemy we come across on the second floor in one go if we can get that combo. This guy is probably already in a bad situation. Let's see if we can make it even worse. You know what? We should have played a leg sweep there. That's a good lesson. It's not bad, but it's still... There's no reason for us to have taken 16 damage, is really what it comes down to. Leg sweep would have made it so we take 0. He would have been slightly more alive, but not by much. So he's dealing 15. I'm just seeing if, like, can I just kill you? Probably. You'll live by 1. It makes me very mad. But this was, like, genuinely a very good lesson. Because we learned something. And what we learned is, don't be afraid of leg sweep, dude. That's a card. That's a good card. Now, be very careful about what you add to your deck. It has to add to the synergy. I don't think footwork does. I don't really think terror does. To be honest. I think we err on the side of keeping this deck very, very, very thin. I would love a Noxious Fumes. Like, that's so valuable. This sucks. So we'll leg sweep 1. And we'll neutralize the other. You're still dealing 20 damage! That's crazy, man. So these situations are not amazing for us. I wonder if these guys have been... I mean, it is Ascension mode, so the enemies are harder. I mean, this guy's dealing 20. That's not normal. Gotta do something like this. And we should knock out either 20 damage or 15 damage, is what it comes down to, so. Let's knock out the 20 damage. We do get to block for 4. You're poisoned and you're going to eat it pretty hard, but yeah, these guys are going to be a little on the tough side as well. We're going to take 11 here. Austin did tell me Ascension mode is a lot harder than the normal mode. These guys seem to be hidden like a freaking truck, man. He just has to die. And then you should probably get hit like that. And then, oh, no, like that. This is a good opportunity to use the Dex Potion, honestly, but... Jeez Louise, man. What a weird turn. Like, you're absolutely dead. You're not even, like, give you 3 poison by using Catalyst? Seems a little weak, doesn't it? But, I mean, at this point, maybe I should be happy that I'm getting you maybe in lethal range on the next turn by doing that. You are weakened for several turns, but you're still hitting for 12. It's no joke. This will interrupt you, which is the most important thing. You're not going to be dead, but we might as well... Oh, no, you're going to be dead. All right. Yeah, that was bad. I think Heel Hook is nice for us. I think it'll work. Choose a skill. At the start of each combat, this card will be in your hand. We got a lot of good skills. I think we will take it. But then the question becomes, I mean, Adrenaline's nice too, but do we want Catalyst Plus in our hand, or do we want Bouncing Flask? I am going to say that we want Bouncing Flask, because Catalyst Plus is useless without poison. Bouncing Flask is not. No matter what we have to fight an elite, we might as well take the path that allows us to hit a campfire first. Oh, dude. So definitely, I think debuffs are so valuable, but I honestly don't think I'm ever going to notice when they're coming in, which is my own fault, admittedly. But yeah, I think starting with Bouncing Flask, especially knowing we're always going to have energy, is super good for us. Leg Sweep is not great on this turn. We're looking for like a, well, I mean, we probably just want to... The other thing, by the way, is we get 2 Catalysts, so we're much more likely to draw a Catalyst, I think. And let's start here. That's what we're looking for. Apply the poison first. We'll even try to get another Catalyst, maybe. So you're on 12. This will take you to 36. And then we'll hit you for 14. You're dead next turn. So that's extremely good for us. We do have an elite fight coming up, though, and that's just terrifying. When we get the right card draw, it's incredible. I don't think we can... You do kind of like Underhanded Strike, because it's fairly easy to enable with Gambling Chip, but... It's not... it's far from a guarantee, let's put it that way. Alright. We have a campfire right after this. This is probably the worst we could have encountered. Everybody does start with extra strength. I totally forgot about that as well. We kind of like all of these. We can play them all as well. We can't play this, even with Adrenaline, so... Let's hit the guy with the highest damage. And then we'll heal hook him for free, which is super nice. And then we'll Bouncing Flask. I think I'm just going to make sure you die on turn 1. I really wish we took Corpse Explosion, man. We'll drink this block potion. And then I think I could block again, but I think I really want to start getting you whittled down, which also gave us extra block. It's a really good first turn, actually. The problem is a lot of our gas is now gone. You know, we use both catalysts. We're not going to draw Bouncing Flask on this turn. We do have some extra energy, which is nice. Okay, I rephrase. We could draw Bouncing Flask on this turn, technically, with the Swift Potion. Having done this much damage to him, I think we just choose to take 0, and whatever debuff he hits us with, he hits us with. So this run, it's almost like an Isaac run. It has an archetype. Oh no, we're entangled for a turn. But I was just going to say, Bouncing Flask is not an attack, so... Still going to get hit pretty badly. But it's almost like an Isaac run. You know, it has a type. It's extremely good against a single enemy that has a lot of HP. But it's kind of actually awful against an enemy... or an encounter that has multiple enemies. And it's very dangerous for us because of Philosopher's Stone, honestly. Which, I mean, we brought it upon ourselves, but... Heal Hook is free. Quick Slash. I think we got you. Oh, we definitely got you. That wasn't that bad. More good relics, please. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of each turn. That's a funny joke. We'll take... We're always going to be happier with Poison Stab over Deadly Poison, I think. Definitely a restable situation. And then a relicable situation. Start with extra dex is very nice. Sadly, we probably want to fight this elite. So I'm going to overheal, and then I'm going to choose to go against the elite. And I don't know what I'm hoping that it is. The book? Oh, these guys are not that bad, but we should definitely focus on this guy. it hurts to throw that away. But we have to because we need the catalysts. Okay, so we're gonna Bouncing Flask, yeah? And we got extra energy because we reshuffled. That's pretty unfortunate. Heal Hook is free, and we keep drawing. There we go! Oh, man. Do we have any other poison? We do have a Poison Stab. I think we'd rather not try to get that. Triple takes you to 18, and then triple it again. We're certainly not going to die. 54. This is 14. Yeah, I think I'm pretty pleased. We're going to take 20 damage. The blocking doesn't really matter. I can probably get you next turn. Although I am weak. I don't know. We can apply some poison. We're definitely going to draw the Poison Enabler. I don't think I can kill you. Without being able to kill you, we're just going to defend, poison. He's dead next turn. There's nothing that can be done about that. So this worked out pretty nicely, but we are just hoping for another relic that actually provides us with some value. That's right, we get extra energy if we're full HP as well, which can be really nice for turn 1. Maybe we had gone through our deck. I'm sure that's what had happened there. So it went fairly well. Ninja Scroll. Start each combat with 3 shivs in hand. That's not just 3 shivs, that's also essentially... Dare we? Well, we have to fight an enemy at least. I think we take question marks. That's also essentially 4 block. Yeah, just we don't need to be a vampire. I think we've got the poison thing going on already. Please remove a card from my deck if you please, or give me enough gold to make the shop worthwhile. Sure, it's free gold. 50, 100, 200. That's really good. Well, now, instead of going to combat, we'll definitely go to the shop. Dude, you gotta take Shuriken. You have to. It means we gain 1 strength every turn as well. But we can take them both. We can take them both. Noxious Fumes. I know there's another Catalyst. Noxious Fumes is better than Catalyst because we need progressive poison damage done in AoE. We're gonna rest, by the way, because full HP we might need it for the boss for 1, but also having full HP is amazing because we get 1 extra energy to begin with. Alright, so what do you do here? Well, we definitely don't need to defend or strike on turn 1. So we're looking for more poison enablers, which is what we got. Purge a debuff. Thank you. Let's start sensible. I mean, you I'm assuming see the problem here. I think we can still make something decent happen here. The thing is, this will hit him with 3 poison, which is not a lot. But I still kind of like the idea. I actually think Noxious Fumes doesn't need to be played here. I still kind of like the idea of like this, another strength upgrade as well, and then a catalyst, and then a catalyst. He will at some point purge his poison debuff, but I don't. Maybe it's a different guy. Maybe the Guardian purges it. Made that mistake a few times. So I'll leg sweep you. And then I'll strike you. We don't need to really do anything here is the thing. Like, we're completely set. He will die next turn if we hit him at all. So he's done. And that's what I mean. Like, like the deck is actually glorious. We could use a little more. Like a Snecko's Skull would be a great relic. I think you have to look at Burst and go, oh my god, we can actually now get to like 27 times the amount of poison someone has on them? Yes. I mean... oh, dude, okay, so I mean, Sozu is amazing, but I think we have to go with this. That way, if we're fighting an enemy and they die with 100 poison stacks, the poison transfers. It has to be done. Sozu is so good as well, but this is the right situation for this. Absolutely. I don't dislike going to a shop. I choose most of the time not to fight elites on the 3rd floor wherever I can avoid them, because the one enemy who is his name escapes me at the present moment, the Nemesis, he's just the worst thing ever. So get destroyed. We might want Survivor, but I think we can afford to ignore it. We got exactly what we wanted here. I think we can kill the Thorns guy without ever taking any Thorns damage. Here's how it happens. So Bouncing Flask. See where the poison ends up. You might be surprised. That wasn't really what I was looking for. This is good, though. Okay, so we hit him with that. Catalyst. Catalyst. I know that seems like overkill. Then I'm looking like, can I just kill you? Even though you've got lethal poison, can I just kill you? Because I can do 12 and then 14. That's not enough. Maybe with a strength upgrade it is, though. 8, 8, 5. We can do it. Watch this. It didn't go onto the Thorns, and that makes me mildly upset. But the exploding guy will be killed. He's obviously going to hit us. But then this guy's going to die as well after dealing 9 damage. Not that bad. These guys are always annoying, so just end turn. That's 3 enemies killed with 1 big stack of poison thanks to the specimen. I think you do take it. I think you look at it and you go, yeah. Would have been nice, but we're going to remove a basic strike, I think. Defends, they still serve a purpose in this deck. The strikes are kind of, wouldn't say useless, but not as useful. So, dude, the specimen is amazing for us, but it's really like gambling chip that does the brunt of the work for us, to be honest. Like, Noxious Fumes is important, but it's not necessary. Actually, it's not that important now that we have the specimen, to be honest. We could probably afford to never play that. We really want Catalyst, so I'm almost like dump the Shivs. Like, I don't really care about weakening him. We just, if we get Catalyst, we're going to defeat him in turn 1, so yeah, you kind of, I don't want to say it's a no-brainer, but like, he's dead. So I'm very wary. Yeah, at this point, we don't need it. At this point, I'm very wary of anything that thins out our ability to get Catalyst. Like here, leave. I know we could beat him, but they said it exactly correctly. There's no need to be greedy. We should be able to win this run. There is a shop. I think we'll take the gold then. So we could rest, and I think I am going to rest. The reason for it, sure, we could make our deck stronger. Oh, but if we go this way, we got to fight an elite. Well, you know what? That adds a little tension. These guys don't explode, so I'm very happy. We have to think about it, because we have to get rid of this guy's neutralization. I don't think we need Bane. The Shivs are so nice for getting a strength upgrade, but I think we'd rather try to draw into like a neutralize. Like, we want to break this guy's debuffs and kill him on turn 1. That's the secret, more or less. It is going to depend on what Bouncing Flask actually hits. So it'll be something like stab, stab, So this ended up being pretty bad. But here's what you can do. Again, I think it seems worse than it is, maybe. Do we have an adrenaline in here? Hear me out. Crap. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be a little bit of a slower game. It feels weird. Like, it feels so underpowered to not kill every enemy on turn 1. But we did purge 3 debuffs and get a little poison done. So I think you, like, let's start with maybe a chance at card draw. Sure. I think you burst, deadly poison this guy. Neutralize him. Fully aware. You know what? Let's ignore our next debuff as well. Fully aware we're gonna get hit on the next turn. The thing is, this guy's gonna die. He's gonna transfer his poison. We have a chance to draw into Catalyst in the future, and then it'll just turn it around. When we get a bad first... It's not even that we got a bad first turn. I'll just level with you. Like, it's because particularly this guy ignores the debuffs, which causes a huge problem for us. So, kill you, transfer the poison. I wish it had gone elsewhere, but that's life. The Disruptor is dead already. He just doesn't know it yet. I think I'm still gonna go on you though. Alright, so you got 12 poison on you. You're also dead. That's the thing, we only had to get like almost no poison on you. That's why I'm upset. Definitely we're gonna get hit here, so we might as well play all the cards we can. Even still, we're not in a bad position, but like, we're in a worse position than I'd like to be in. Choke sort of fits, admittedly. Yeah, well, we don't get to rest before an elite, so this is a little scary. Oh, this is actually extremely scary? Well, you know, we don't have neutralize. So you're dumping that. You're dumping that. It would be kind of nice to kill the repulsor on turn 1, but these cards, you're kind of looking for something better, right? I think you open with a bouncing flask. And that kind of makes things clearer for us. Burst Catalyst will definitely kill you and then transfer the poison. We can neutralize you. This is, you know, replete with the knowledge that we're still going to take quite a hit here. There's no need... If you're at 54 poison, every enemy will die in 1 hit. So we almost, like, might as well take a defend. If every enemy's going to die in a hit when this gets transferred anyway, we might as well play a defend. Alright, so you're next. And we're so low on HP. We're going to have to kill an elite, like, instantaneously. We need a block. Well, we sort of do, we sort of don't. And taking a kind of a nihilistic viewpoint here because it just doesn't really make sense to strike anybody. All right, so the explodey guy is gonna go next. We have to put up block to deal with him. And we have no block. So in the weirdest of weird situations, I find myself trying to draw into a block on an enemy that is surely already dead. And we did manage to mostly get there. So, for my own hilarity's sake, can you please put 165 poison stacks on this guy? Thank you. Now you can't hurt me. But I think we'll probably still lose. If we get ideal draw, we almost can't lose. But it really depends on who the elite is. As strange as it sounds, like... I don't know about that. As strange as it sounds... Art of War could be okay, but... I actually think, like... we want to fight the elite that I was talking about not fighting. So we have no... We want to remove the curse. Oh, we can't remove the curse. We have to take meat on the bone. It actually is like the only thing that gives us a chance and a way out here. And I guess we should buy a block potion as well. So we're going to be stuck with the curse. Now, if we fight these guys and we don't get killed, we heal for a bunch. So I almost think you got to fight this guy just to heal up for this elite. But I'll admit, we're getting into some zany stuff. These guys are usually not that bad. We're going to spend the whole time in, like, lethal range, though. I even think you dumped that. Well, let's start with an adrenaline. No, it draws 2 cards, so it might draw too many. Let's hit you. Just stuff that costs 0 for now. Draw 2 cards. Alright. Only have 1 catalyst. Kinda hate it. I think we do want a leg sweep, but let's pop a dex potion just to be sure that we're safe here. I hate to say it, I think we have to discard this. I know it doesn't give us what we want. And the one who's putting block up, like, there you go. It's not my favorite first turn. But we need to kind of make some compromises. We're trying to squeeze a heal out of this run where one did not exist. I was gonna say, they only start to hit harder after this point. You almost throw in like a burst defend. 5 damage. I'm like, can we just kill him? Can we just kill him? No, what you do is you do burst and then catalyst. Now every enemy's gonna die when it gets transferred to them. And then it's really just defend, defend. Which does actually make Art of War work. You're dealing 27. Well, I'm blocking 28, so I'm sorry to tell you, I think you're done. This guy's not gonna die this turn, in all likelihood. We can get him very close, which is important, actually, because... maybe we can get him with the potion. Let's see. So we're gonna burst... Deadly Poison. Bane. Noxious Fumes. Might as well leg sweep. We definitely could not get him. It's going to transfer it all to you, but then you're coming back. So I got to deal 26 damage to you somehow. Okay, well, that means I've got to deal 6 damage to you, which is extremely doable. Alright, so my master plan used all of our potions, but it did heal us for 12. Now we try to complete the exact same thing again. This guy has to die quickly, or we die. That's basically what this one comes down to. So, We need to draw more poison. I know I'm dumping poison stabs. It's because we needed the catalyst. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. We're so close to being guaranteed to draw a catalyst on the next turn. If we do, we win. It's as easy as that. Although we're going to take 10 damage as a result. No, we're not. Because I'm actually a mad genius. We're going to take no damage, because we're going to burst a defense. And then put up a little extra block just in case. And then you're going to die, and we're going to heal for 12. Hello, Ruka. Slowly get ourselves back in here. Now, we knew it was going to be him. The great thing is, if we get our poison enablers, all we have to do is live for a little while. And it just has to be poison. I don't know if it'll do it. We might have to live through a couple attacks. Burst, unfortunately, doesn't really do what we needed to do here, but it gets real close. So yeah, it's not quite gonna get there, but it's like really good nonetheless. So we just need to put up a lot of block for a couple turns. I mean, even turn 1, we don't need that much block. We definitely want like this. And then that. And I mean, we might as well throw another stack of poison. We might as well defend. We might as well strike. You get extra block and strength out of it that maybe we'll need at some point. That was a really bad time for that to happen, but it's like a really, really bad time for that to happen. Then we get a defend, might as well play a Noxious Fumes. I think we just pass and we will live, but we're going to take quite a hit here. But we're going to get a relic, and as long as we don't have combat in our next spell, I mean, to kill this guy in 2 turns is awesome. We can't be weakened, that's alright. I will say we have a unique problem. No combat, please. Thank you. Lose all gold, gain a relic. Yeah, all enemies start weak. We're fighting the Awakened one, if I remember correctly. I think I have a plan. When we we want the Awakened one. Oh Lord. Hello, Ruka.
You hear him meowing?
Yeah, he's a meow lord.
Should I close the door?
No, he's fine, as long as he's not annoying. So here's how we play against the Awakened one. We need to keep one of his familiars alive, because when the Awakened one dies, we need him to transfer the poison onto a follower that then will transfer it back to him. I think if he's the only one left alive and he dies, all the poison will be squandered. He is hitting us. It feels like fairly tempting to just pop this, especially knowing these guys are going to continue to attack at some point, but I don't know. I think we got to be faster. So I think step 1, you do want him to die first. Do we have adrenaline? We don't have adrenaline. So I think you... Oh, it's not as good. It's not as good as I was hoping for, but it's got to be like... Poison Stab... No, it's got to be Deadly Poison, Burst, Catalyst will take him to 54, and then the second Catalyst will take him to 162. Is that correct? Something along those lines? So it's Deadly Poison, Catalyst. Catalyst. So he's dead in 2 turns. He passes it back to one of his familiars who dies, and then hopefully passes it back to the right one, and maybe we stand a chance in heck. So he's not going to get to attack, which is lovely. I don't know, like, Noxious doesn't even seem that important here. We definitely want to... I mean, maybe we want to draw. We have a bunch of energy on this turn. We're trying to get to Survivor, to be honest with you. And it would be nice to get working on one of them. And what I mean by that is, like... all the poison will eventually consolidate. So I'm like, we might as well deadly poison you. And then we'll follow it up with like a Bane. And if it lands on him, that's fine. It is at least still consolidating some poison to put on the big guy before he can hit us too hard. We got some strength. We got a lot of good stuff. He got strength too, who cares? Alright, so this guy's gonna take 165. There's like a 50-50 chance it transfers to the right enemy. I would really like it to transfer to the right enemy. Please, Lord. No! Well, let's weaken you. We should live. He's not debuffing me either. In the end, it's still only 169 poison. So we gotta live for 2 turns. And it looks like it's probably gonna happen. I straight up think that you burst defend. It more or less guarantees us the win. This was a very strange run, and there were times... I really think that picking the meat instead of removing the curse from our deck was essentially the smartest move I've ever made in this game by a factor of 500. Yeah, that was... I don't want to use this word lightly, but it was kind of a stroke of genius, if I dare say so myself. We deal 660 damage, and there's the first level of Ascension mode done, which was kind of a surprise. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.